Hello and welcome back to the Broken Doll. It's the daytime. I'm in day. There's sunlight out there. All right, so today I come to you about the Shirley Temple Doll. Now we're going to paint her lips today, but how do you paint them? I was explaining it to my son. So I said, if you take a piece of paper back when you were a kid, I said this is how I explained it to him. You know, you doodle. You draw your house, chimney, your smoke, okay? Then over here you draw your tree. Little hole for the squirrel. Apples. You know, over here like this, you know. But how did you had your sun up in the corner maybe like this, you know, type of thing. But how did you draw birds? I said, well, I always drew birds like lips. Like this. I said, they're always like lips. The perch of the top of your lips. I said, but if you were to take these lips, then you could go like this across and then draw your line. You got your bottom lip that goes like this. And there's your line in between, you know. There's your top lip. Okay? That's how I always looked at drawing lips. Is like this. So, but that's not always true. In some cases it is. Especially on adult dolls, like your teenage dolls and whatnot, and your more fashion dolls. You'll see them with fuller lips. But Shirley Temple doesn't have that. She's a little girl. She's about a 5-year-old, so she has these thin little lips yet. But yet they have a little bit of a perch in them all the same. So I studied a lot of Shirley Temple dolls to see, but you still want to keep the idea of this perch in there to some degree, to accent the top lip. Okay, so I hope that helps out. Now, I only did this is because this is for people that out there who are just newly restoring and wants a guide to follow. But this is what was in my head all the time. You're in Tammy world here, okay? So, you know, we draw our little pictures back when we were children, your little children's picture. But it's this that I stuck with all the time, drawing my seagulls or whatever, you know. But it always reminded me of lips, you know, that type of thing. And that's what I always would say, you know, draw half a lip, you know, type of thing. But anyhow, as that may be, now we got to take our Shirley Temple doll's head and we got to draw or paint that on her now. So here is our Shirley Temple, but now we got to paint that on her. So what we're going to do now is get our paint out, and I'm using a crimson oil paint. That's what I'm using, okay? Crimson oil paint. Any oil paint will work on this, you know, but mine is from Michael's. Okay, just letting you know that. I'm going to thin this down. Got some gooky parts there. I'm going to get another nice goop. There we go. There's a nice goop. Okay. And I don't know if I'm going to keep to this crimson. I want to see once I thin it down if I like it or not. If I don't like it, then I'm going to wipe it off and I'm going to go with something different. You know, so let's get her out of the way just for a second here while we're working with paint thinner. So let's put this off to the side here. Here's my, and I'm just going to pour a little bit into my lid. And I'm going to thin as I go along. So let's just put this here. Well, maybe that's not a good idea. Maybe we'll just put it off to the side here. Dunk my brush in it. And we're going to do this again. Thin that down. There we go. Do I like that? You know, is this what I'm looking for? Now, you can't go by that. It's when you take your thin brush and you go like this. No, I don't like the crimson. The crimson's too deep for her. Not what I'm looking for. All right, that's nice to see, nice to try. The only way you're going to find out is by doing. I have to go back to my Brilliant Red. That's what I used to blush her with. That's what I'm going to use right now for her. So we're going to do cleanup. All right, put my brushes in and get them soaking. And now we do cleanup. But you got to try so that you know what you want. If you don't try, you'll never know what you're wanting. And don't try it on your doll first. Always go off to the side. I don't like that color. I do like it for some things, and I have used it on my dolls, but I don't like it on this. Too deep of a color. I love that Brilliant Red. So let's do that. Somebody wanted to see how I clean my my airbrush. I'm going to do that. I'm going to make up some paint. I have a day where I'm just going to work on, I'll show you what I do to clean up my airbrush. and I'll explain why I do what I do. And there we go. And this should be the last of the cleanup on this plate. This right here. Alright, so we're going to go with the Brilliant Red now. Now, I could tone that down with a little bit of white as well. I don't have to with this, but I just still think it's going to be too strong even with the white. I just don't like that color. It just isn't speaking to me. So let me go into my thing here. We're going to try this one, Brilliant Red. See the depth of the color difference between the two reds? This is a softer red, okay? Though it's brighter, this is deeper. It's too deep. It's almost like a purpley red, and I don't want her lips to be purpley red, not with her flesh tone color. So we're going to take this. Now let's take a look at this color. See how nice that is? So we're going to take that, and now we're going to thin that down. Gee, my brush just went flying out. Oh well, didn't hit me though, so that's all I care about. Oh, there we go. All right, I don't know if this is going to work with this. I need another thing of yeah, let's put it in there. There we go. Okay, a lot of that red is gone now. Okay, that's what I needed, was that red to be gone. Okay, so, whoa, okay. So now that I got this down here, my red, oh yeah, I love that red, so much nicer. So much nicer. Yes. Oh yeah, that's a nice red. I don't know what it is. I love this red here. It's almost like lipstick red. You know, like a nice red. Yeah. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to clean up this brush here. Okay, and get this one cleaned up. And let's see how we draw. Okay, but this is just too thinned, I think. I thinned it too much. Yeah. I think I can work with this. Okay, so we're going to start with her. I think this is going to be okay. Check my hands, so I'm not going to put no red on her anywhere else. So I'm checking my hands, my area, nice and dry. Okay, we're going to take my thinner, put it over here, take my can, put that over there, far away from me, and let's start on her lips. Let's get this off to the side. Put this over here, put this back there like that, off to the side. Here we go. Let's get a towel. I'm going to get my towel. Where's my box? Okay, here we go. There we are. I feel better with the towel. So we're going to start with the bottom lip. I try as much to do this upside down, to be honest with you. So I'm going to go and I'm going to start with her bottom lip here. Hope everybody's watching this. You can see it all happening. Very small brush. Okay, this is nice. Okay, I don't like this. It's too thin, and it's not going on the way I like it. I like the thickness of it, like how I'm getting the lip all nice and perfect here. That's not a problem. I just don't like how thin it is. Nope, this is not working for me. So I'm glad you're seeing this. I need to get my Q-tips out that have the points on it. So I'm going to get those right now. My pointers, where are they? I hope I brought them out. Oh, isn't this just how it goes? I think they're in the house, in a bag. Isn't that how it goes? Well, we're going to just use regular Q-tips then. And that's how I'm going to have to use as my regular. I haven't got those other ones out here yet. So I need my regular. Where did I put them? I hate when I'm disorganized like this. My world of disorganization. Oh, here they are, way over yonder. Okay, let's get this off of her. So I love the red. The red color is where it's at. I need to clean up my plate and do a little, it's too thinned out. I just thinned it too much. So I'm glad you're seeing this mistake. I'm going to stop the camera in a little bit, and we're going to redo this one more time. Yeah, make sure that we take this all off. This is just paint thinner, taking it off. Okay. And I'll clean up my plate, and we're going to be back in a little bit. I want you to see me taking this off. So this is just for all those that are new out there that have never done this. And you can see I make mistakes. So I'm going to get my paint, my palette. I call this my palette, even though it's my plate. I'm going to get my palette cleaned up, and then we're going to do this again. So I'll be back in a few minutes. Stay tuned for more to come. You just saw blunder number 1. All right.